Evidence of an affair between Remy Ma and Papoose and Easy, the block captain, appears to have surfaced. Easy and Remy were left hanging by Gaddy during the rap duel. I believe I could feel Remy's blood pressure increasing from watching the TV, and she seemed more sensitive than ever before, as if Gaddy had instantaneously restored her femininity. In their April interview on Fox 5 News, Remy continued to deny the rumor that Papoose had replaced Easy, but now that G. Dolly has revealed the truth in the rap war, I am aware that he is attempting to establish himself in the hip-hop industry, and that Remy Ma has allegedly been having affairs with him based on the receipts. When they were establishing the business where Easy works, a picture of Remy and Easy sleeping together was found. When asked about her feelings regarding the rap war on 15 Minutes of Fame Radio, she responded that G was just restating what had been posted on blogs for the previous 3 to 4 months, which made her feel cool and at ease. This suggests that we now have proof that Easy and Remy are dating. It also showed them eating together in a very private setting. Was I the only one who thought they were getting too close?
I told y'all that Remy Ma and Papoose are done. I told y'all that Papoose put hands on that little boy she messing with, because that's a little boy. That's not a grown man.
Well, whatever you say, people were outraged that Remy could hurt Papoose like that. I'm not sure if Remy was also confirming that they were genuinely dating. During the rap battle, Remy really stated that if you hear a man abuse a woman and he's still living, it's probably because he still has the woman. That man appeals to me. In 2004, Remy and Papoose met at an industry event in New York City, and their relationship, which has been the SI unit of what black love should look like, was evoked by the cheating accusations that were circulating. Naturally, Savannah has her votes. Furthermore, their mutual appreciation of music and morals strengthened their bond, and they discovered that they both wanted to be successful in the hip-hop industry. Regretfully, Remy was imprisoned in 2006 for illegally possessing a weapon and attempting to intimidate people, but Papoose remained faithful to Remy, and in May 2008, they were married virtually while Remy was incarcerated. Did you know that Papoose was charged with attempting to smuggle in a skeleton key that could be used to open hand restraints in 2014, when Remy Ma was at her lowest? She and Papoose joined the cast of Love and Hip Hop New York, which not only gave her a platform for her musical career, but also gave a close-up look at her relationship with Papoose. According to reports, this thwarted the operation, and he was banned from the institution for 6 months, which resulted in an informal phone ceremony. In 2015, when friends, family, and hip-hop royalty attended Remy Ma and Papoose's lavish broadcast wedding, a dramatic contrast to their first ceremony, they dressed to symbolize the message and provided their voice to help other men maintain positive relationships with their partners. Their admirers thought it was a well-earned celebration. When Remy called the event the best day of her life, it was clear that she was happy. And to think that Remy would cheat on a man like that with Jig Gotti's assistance. Who else would be pleased to remind Remy of how Papoose kept her in check and helped her get through her 6 years in prison? I understand how hard you worked. Many people find it difficult to believe that Remy cheated on Papoose. For example, someone commented, "I'm not sure if Remy cheated on Papoose, but it's ludicrous to expect combat rappers to be courteous or professional." Comparing the accusation of cheating in their DUS to a small plot is quite mild. However, many fans also wanted to believe that Remy didn't cheat on Pat because it would be unthinkable. I mean, he went incredibly hard and deep, suggesting that we shouldn't take the rap fight too seriously. I honestly don't know how this will turn out, but there have been theoretical rumors, and after someone proposed a conspiracy theory, many people began to speculate that Remy, Papoose, and E had some experience creating plots because they had been working closely with Mona Scott-Young for years. If you haven't already, please share your thoughts in the space provided below. Do you think that Remy cheated on Papoose by dating Easy? Remy and Papoose were the epitome of black love in Hollywood, and their story made people believe in real-life fairy tales. Despite everything, Papoose was always by her side, like a character in a movie, and even after Remy spent 6 years in prison, he never left her side. He wasn't just saying her name in interviews. He was shouting it from the rooftops every chance he got. He made it clear that Remy was his queen, and he even married her while she was incarcerated. Unwavering devotion had everyone cheering for them. But now that idyllic romance is starting too. I've never been a fan of boxing, but I love it, and right now the drama outside the ring is getting even more intense. For months, people have been talking about Remy and the battle rapper Easy the Block Captain, and while the rumors that she cheated on Papoose were denied, not everyone is convinced. So grab some popcorn because things are about to get really messy. All it takes is one good hit to get me out. It was just a matter of time until things in an industry really got out of control because of the way the internet works, which scrutinizes every post, term, and detail. As soon as Papoose and the Block relaxed, the gathering heated up. Before anyone could stop them, Key let his fists do the talking as the captains confronted each other and started arguing. Pap handled things the only way he knew how, hitting the floor after throwing a clean knockout punch. When he brought up the NDA, everyone chuckled since at first he said he was not touched, so he turned around and gave a hint that something was going on. However, if there was no fight, no punch, and no knockout, why keep quiet when people are beginning to piece things together? It looks like someone might have been dropped. This is where things started to get even messier. The drama surrounding Remy's alleged affair with Easy the Block Captain had the entire rap world on edge, and it culminated in a major rap battle when Easy was publicly called out for interfering with Papoose's wife. Let's face it, this story wasn't assisting anyone. They documented how Papoose had Remy in a restraint for 6 years while she was in prison, and how he stood by her side while she sobbed uncontrollably before the whole mess began. The blogs were feeding off of Remy's excessive talking and sharing of things that should have remained private. They even supported her during every important event, including bringing up their daughter's claim that their father would never let a man embrace his inside and would split up his family. Everybody is arguing on YouTube, and the comments are furious. If even half of this is true, the story is far from over. E may have made Remy happy by taking her out and making her feel good, but let's face it, Papoose wasn't going to remain silent when the time came. He dealt with it by knocking Easy out and standing over him like a step stool. If Papoose hadn't loved her, he wouldn't have put up with all of this, but the backlash hit Remy hard, and fans who had previously praised her for being faithful to Pat started to view her differently, and the rumors about her and Easy not only destroyed her marriage, but also her entire reputation. As if things couldn't get any worse, rumors started to circulate that she had gotten close to another rapper, but that relationship didn't last either. Her relationship with Papoose was obviously more than just going through a rough patch at this point. The rifts were too deep to ignore, and given the current situation, there might not be a way to patch them up. Will the entire tale ever be revealed to us, Remy? Pap gradually started to separate from Remy, and before anyone knew it, he had moved on with someone else. Here's when things start to get fun. The rumors persisted, but Papoose stayed quiet. You read correctly. Papoose's new girlfriend isn't just any woman. She's a professional boxer with the ability to throw hands. But best of all, Papa appears happier than he has in years. He was the perfect husband, always putting Remy first, even when it seemed like she didn't appreciate it. He held her down while she was incarcerated, stayed faithful for 6 long years, and did everything he could to rebuild their life after she was released. Since Papoose became the epitome of black love and hip-hop after Remy was released from prison, he proudly wore that title alongside her as the symbol of loyalty. Therefore, it feels like a betrayal to him and his fans who believed in their love story that the ideal example of black love had vanished. Although fans are happy to see him finally living for himself, it's what makes this whole situation hit even harder. Everyone has different opinions, but one thing is certain. He has finished this chapter and turned his attention to himself. Humans, it's a tough pill to swallow. Remy Ma is accused of cheating, not just with anyone, but also with an easy subordinate at a business that Papo helped start before the fight. When Remy stood there, absorbing every bar that was thrown at her, people asked her how it felt and if it made her uncomfortable. In battle rap, Papoose never said much, at least not as much as those who had been discussing him for months. Remy stated, "I've witnessed 1,000 battles, and people say that names are dropped. That's just the way it goes. This isn't the first time someone has brought me up, but let's face it, this time it wasn't just a name drop. Rather, someone was rapping at her directly for much longer than she had expected." Then, just when things were getting the most bizarre, a video of a heated argument between Remy and Papoose's new girlfriend went viral on social media, leaving fans with more questions than answers as they attempted to determine what caused the two women to have such a heated moment. The exact events that were how did this happen? More importantly, is this chapter about Papoose and Remy Ma. Despite going through all the highs and lows and everything in between, they were able to stay together. So when rumors started to circulate that Papoose had moved on with someone new, fans were shocked. Was this the end of their romance? It all started when fans who had always supported Remy were split after seeing footage of Pap and his new girlfriend looking way too comfortable. And some felt sorry for Remy. Others felt that Pap had every right to move on, but the drama didn't stop there. When Remy found out that Pap was seeing someone else, people initially brushed the rumors aside, but soon when a video of a furious fight between her and Pap's new girlfriend appeared online, social media went crazy. The tension and emotions were so intense that everyone wondered if this was the final straw for Papoose and Remy. In the video, Remy is seen face-to-face with Pap's new girlfriend, revealing her feelings. She accuses the woman of putting herself in the way of her relationship with Papoose, and her frustrations are leaking out with every word. The argument heats up quickly, and for a brief moment, it looks like it might get physical, but how did it get to this point? For months, people had noticed cracks in Remy and Papoose's marriage. They tried to keep their problems private, but the tension was obvious. Then, after years of supporting Papoose, Papoose's sudden relationship with another woman became the tipping point, leaving Remy devastated. Was this altercation regarding his new girlfriend, Or was it something more serious? Evidence that their marriage had been failing for a while. For whatever reason, someone captured the entire event on camera. When it went viral online, social media erupted, and supporters started picking sides right away. People were talking a lot about his new girlfriend as well. And before they realized it, what ought to have been since Remy and Papoose were at the heart of all the drama, a private matter had turned into a full-fledged media circus. Some BL accused Remy of allowing things to fall apart, while others said Papoose had betrayed her after everything she had done for him. A Papoose. He finally came out after a few interviews, saying that he never meant for things to get this messy. He acknowledged that his marriage to Remy had been rocky for a while, and that he had a connection with his new girlfriend, but he also made it clear that he didn't like how everything had gone public. He felt sad for both women and still loved Remy despite everything, but there was no easy way out at this point. Remy wasn't going to keep quiet though, and she took to social media to express her feelings of betrayal. As everything happened, fans rushed to support Remy by sending her love and encouragement. Meanwhile, the media increased the drama on gossip blogs, news sites, and social media because people couldn't get enough of it. Every hour, new rumors appeared, and people wanted more. Suddenly, everything that Papo and Remy did made headlines, including the fight between Remy and Papoose's new girlfriend. The internet went crazy, with some fans supporting Remy and saying she deserved better. Others think Papoose had every right to end the discussion. However, as social media erupted in arguments, followers quickly took sides for days, and hashtags like Team Remy and Team Papoose trended as people debated love, loyalty, and betrayal. Everyone had an opinion, but only Remy and Papoose truly understood what had happened behind the scenes, so they started having serious conversations. Although their marriage had previously seen ups and downs, however, this time it felt different despite acknowledging in interviews that it had gotten out of control. When the turmoil died down, it became clear that they had to make a choice because they had produced something sincere that people liked. Papoose wasn't prepared to leave because he still loved Remy and wanted to make things right.